Yon World, what's the deal? It's your boy Original back with another one for y'all. Check this out today on my YouTube channel. We about to react to this video how YouTube became an internet giant, man. Now, I was about to watch this video. I thought it'd be real interesting. It just came out November 13th. Got a lot of views, man. So we're gonna watch this together. We're gonna react to this together and see what they talk about on this video. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for your boy Yon World. Now, maybe this video will inspire some of y'all to start YouTube, because I've been telling y'all, man, like last year it just clicked for me. Like the power of YouTube, I just understood like this is the platform. So we about to see what they talk about, how YouTube became an internet video giant, man. Let's go.
The most watched moments in TV history. You look at the Super Bowl, shows on networks. I mean, these are millions of people watching. But if you look at some of the most popular videos on YouTube, those videos have millions of views within 10 minutes.
Bigger than Amazon
Damn.
Prime Video, bigger than Hulu, bigger than Disney Plus. YouTube is a juggernaut. I mean, it represents over 20% of time spent on connected television.
With more than 500 hours of video uploaded every minute and over 1 billion hours watched every day, Google's YouTube is the world's second largest search engine.
And you need to fry an egg. You need to know how to change a tire. You want to do anything. The how-to, to comedy, it's an endless source of entertainment.
When YouTube launched 15 years ago, it revolutionized the way people could create and share video content online.
They made it very easy to post and share things, and you also were entering a phase where many of us had cameras in our cell phones for the first time.
And its meteoric growth
Right.
hasn't subsided. Over 2 billion users visit YouTube every month. And for Google's parent company Alphabet, it represents a significant portion
my
of its
computer
business.
glitching? Hold
in
on.
2019, YouTube generated $15 billion in revenue, and it's likely to surpass that this year with $12.89 billion in revenue so far, which is up about 24% from the same time last year.
You can become a millionaire almost overnight with a hit video. Your life can change just by hitting upload.
It's sort of one of the
Now we gotta talk about that. He said you can become a millionaire overnight just by posting the video. Your life can change by hitting the upload button, man. Now that's deep. And I like to remind y'all, like, YouTube is a platform which I like to look at as like digital real estate, right? Every video you create has the potential to make you money today, tomorrow, a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, right? A lot of people don't see the bigger picture in YouTube, right? Because of how the algorithm work. Like, I remember when I first started watching YouTube, all I would see was music videos. That's all I saw was music videos. I didn't know people was on here recording their life. I didn't know people was on here teaching, educating stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know all of that. And I didn't know they paid you for that either, right? And once that clicked for me, I've been uploading ever since. And I noticed, like, from content creators I like and I watch, the snowball effect. You know, as they post more, they get more views. And all them niggas is millionaires, bro. Like, make it 2, 3, 400,000 a month in ad revenue.
most powerful forms of content creation on planet Earth. And remember, it has this incredible price called free. And so free with massive content scale, always something new, all around the world is incredibly powerful.
But this power hasn't come easy. YouTube has faced controversies, lawsuits, and ever-growing competition over the years.
The company has gotten so big that they can't always keep up with all of the content that gets uploaded.
Yeah. But they tighten it up on that. YouTube is one company that tightened up because they making billions. So that's why you probably hear a lot of shit about YouTube censorship, all type of things that happen with the COPA, with the child privacy thing. YouTube is worth so much money now, they gotta tighten up, right? And you can still make money on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is know how to talk.
YouTube was founded in 2005 by 3 former PayPal employees. The original idea for the service was a video online dating site, but difficulty in getting enough uploads led to a pivot.
YouTube was a dating site?
One of the elephants.
This was the first video ever uploaded to YouTube.
YouTube is only 15 years old, bro. YouTube is a 15-year-old, bro. They haven't even hit 21 yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like just getting in puberty. YouTube is just going through puberty right now, bro. It ain't even legal yet, bro. Wait till YouTube get legal, bro. That's why y'all gotta get on right now. YouTube is 15 years old, right? Imagine when YouTube is 21. When YouTube is 21, bro, I'm for sure gonna be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm for sure gonna be a millionaire. But I want y'all to be, you know what I'm saying, up here with me.
Co-founder Javed Karim.
No one could have predicted in that moment what YouTube would become. There was this basic idea that you would be able to host video and to share video, but the
right? They said it was a dating site. They ain't know what this was.
Later that year, on December 15th, 2005, YouTube officially launched. At this time, the site was receiving 8 million views a day.
Damn.
What YouTube became known for in those early years was what we would refer to as
oh,
user-generated content, and that introduced this era of identifying YouTube with viral videos, like the famous Charlie bit my finger clip or David after dentist.
Is this real life?
Shortly after its launch, people began sharing a Saturday Night Live Lonely Island skit, helping catapult YouTube into the mainstream. Unofficial uploads of the music video received more than 5 million collective views within a few months. However, it set in motion the multi-year struggle the tech company would face with copyright lawsuits.
Saturday Night Live and its owner NBC confronted YouTube and was saying that it was a violation of copyright, and it's something the company hadn't quite been confronted with yet.
For YouTube, it was a long road to being seen as quote-unquote legal and good for the industry. I mean, I think the music industry for a long time, remember, didn't believe in the promotional engine of YouTube, and now
that's the thing. Like for the longest, I didn't even. He just said my mindset. Like I really didn't even believe in YouTube. Like, I didn't know you could make money on this platform. I didn't know nothing about YouTube for real, bro. And just to see, like, they went through their little trials and tribulations just to figure out themselves, too. But they was growing in the whole process, you know what I'm saying? I started creating on YouTube, it was probably, like, 2012. My first channel I ever made got deleted. But when I remade my channel in 2014, I still didn't know what I was doing. It ain't really click for me until 2019. I'm like, oh, people are millionaires off this shit. Oh, people making $100,000, $300,000, $400,000 a month off this shit. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Then it started clicking for me.
Can't launch a song, a stream, anything without being visible on YouTube.
By July 2006, YouTube announced the site was receiving
Dang,
more than 100 million per day.
God.
Google also was working on
100 million
but
videos a day.
What was attractive about YouTube was that they had more viewers.
Less than a year after its official launch, Google made the biggest purchase in its history thus far.
Hi YouTube, this is Chad and Steve, the co-founders
Dang.
of the site, and we just want to say thank you. Today we have some exciting news for you.
YouTube got bought out in less than a year. Google said, "Oh no, we see where this going." I wonder how much they sold for.
Been acquired by Google.
Today, Google bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. YouTube's founders are 27 and
1.56 billion. And YouTube make that shit every month. Ain't that crazy? Look, if y'all ever in a position where a nigga offer you some money and he like, all right, we want to give you $1 million. That means you worth 10. That means you worth 10, right? When they offered them $1 billion, they knew this was a $1 trillion company. They saw like 20 years ahead, bro. And they was like, YouTube is gonna replace the TV. YouTube gonna be on fucking smartphones. YouTube is gonna make people millionaires. It's gonna give people a voice, bro. I'm telling you, Google knew.
29. It is a young person's game. The videos are quick. The fortunes are huge, even though they just don't make media empires the way they used to.
At the time, some questioned the deal, but clearly it worked out.
I put YouTube into a category very similar to Instagram. It's not clear how big they ever would have gotten without the power of a larger entity. So I think Google as a buyer was very important.
YouTube has become one of Google's most profitable businesses. Its ad revenues far exceed
$15 billion in ads.
And it continues.
Last year, they did $15 billion in ads. That's more than $1 billion per month.
To hold a top-ranking spot in social media usage. YouTube has changed considerably in its 15 years. Early on, people were using it to share funny videos, but it also became a popular place for artists.
You could upload yourself singing and be discovered and seen by music agents. I mean, even someone like Justin Bieber, like that was how he got his start.
That boy Justin Bieber got discovered on YouTube, boy.
Share with the world didn't need someone else to buy into their talent in order for it to reach a large audience.
In 2007, YouTube introduced the YouTube Partner Program, allowing users to monetize their channels.
Dang, you've been able to monetize YouTube since 2007? Bro, I didn't first monetize my YouTube channel till 2017. 10 years later, after they... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that's 10 years later. I'm blood. 10 years later, bro, I ain't monetized my YouTube channel. Well, I ain't even had my YouTube channel till this YouTube channel until 2014, so I wasn't that far behind.
To new careers that didn't exist. Within maybe 10-ish months, I was at income parity with a job I hated versus making videos on phones in my one-bedroom apartment.
It was one of the few
he must have been one of the first YouTubers.
You could actually earn money by creating something in the
Hey, little cuz cross-eyed, I ain't gonna even hold you.
digital space without needing to set up an entire whole business and advertising sales department on your own.
A lot of early YouTubers have built lucrative careers on the site.
If you're a creator, by far the most visible, powerful platform in video to monetize is YouTube.
Right.
There are creators that are making millions and millions of dollars every month from the platform.
YouTube has done a lot to embrace creators and encourage production.
Y'all heard that? He said millions. And then he said millions and millions every month, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. All I need is $300,000 a month from YouTube ad revenue, from creating all of these videos, all these informative videos. $300,000 a month, bro. That's my goal. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. That's what I'm aiming for. Because there's people literally making $1 million, 1.2 a month on YouTube, bro. And they only been doing it since 2008. You know what I'm saying?
You want to make a channel about plants? We're going to give you everything you need to be able to distribute that and build an audience around that.
YouTube's impressive growth only kept accelerating. By May 2010, it was streaming 2 billion views a day.
Dang.
Google brought its strengths to the service,
2 billion views a day. And that was 2010.
The reason YouTube was so successful, aside from the creators, was sort of the rise of the algorithm.
Though what made it work is that you could discover content you were interested in, and then
they dropped the recommended videos in 2010.
Engine that gave you other things to watch based on what you had seen. That's what made YouTube go vertical.
The platform basically both anticipates your needs based on who you subscribe to or the type of stuff that you watch regularly, or has gotten better at introducing you to things that it thinks you might like based on what other people are watching.
You ended up never leaving. It really was all about keeping you in the ecosystem, and then obviously no company's better than Google than monetizing time spent.
Yep.
But as other streaming services...
Hey, he said that right. No company is better than Google than monetizing time spent. Whether that's time spent on your social media, which is YouTube, or time spent on your website. You know what I'm saying? Google has the best monetization. You know, shout out to Google. You know, they never miss a payment. Google never miss a payment. I'm a proud Google partner. You know, I'm a proud YouTube partner, right?
Like Netflix, Hulu, and Prime Video became popular, YouTube wanted to diversify the type of content on the platform and started creating its own.
We've done about 50 YouTube originals. 50. Yes. And in the last 2
50.
years.
I'd say that original content hasn't taken off as much as they would have liked, and while it's still early, you definitely don't see the same amount of viewers you would see on, say, like a Netflix original.
They were dabbling in content in that world of Netflix and Amazon and Disney Plus, etc. Being a relatively small player in content, I think, is a very hard place to be. And so I don't think it's surprising at all that that effort has been increasingly just scaled back, with the focus really being on user-generated content.
It also started rolling out paid subscriptions. YouTube Red, now YouTube Premium, YouTube Music, and YouTube TV.
YouTube now has over 30 million music and premium paid subscribers.
YouTube
Dang.
Premium. That basically offers users
30 million? They up there with fucking
TV,
Spotify.
which is supposed to be
and Apple
something
Music.
the answer to cable cutters.
YouTube TV, however, has been slower to catch on.
YouTube TV now has more than 3 million paid subscribers.
The idea of paying a subscription for YouTube is
3
challenging
million.
for a lot of consumers. And
I didn't know the CEO of Google was Indian. That's what's up. Shout out to Cuz, man. Send the algorithm to my channel.
these are nice incremental businesses like YouTube TV and YouTube Music, but they're relatively small compared to what we're talking about in terms of the scale of the user-generated, ad-supported content that is the core of YouTube.
One of YouTube's biggest categories has been in music.
Almost all the most viewed videos on
Right.
YouTube are music videos. Even from the early years, YouTube was a place where people could engage in the experience of music.
Coachella is live streaming and they've partnered with YouTube, and so people were on YouTube who couldn't go to the festival themselves. From around the world they were viewing.
YouTube has expanded the functionality of its player to make ads interactive, even allowing links directly to products where a customer can make a purchase.
The holy grail of advertising for any brand, right, is to actually be
You know
able
what
to...
I'm saying? I like how YouTube do the advertising now. Shout out to YouTube advertising. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want y'all business to really blow up, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go through YouTube ads, man. You gotta use YouTube ads, man. So many millions and millions of views you can get, you know, for your campaign. Go through YouTube ads, man. Get yourself right, man.
Move a car off of a lot to move a product off a shelf. Now it's literally just click a button and buy, and that product can be sitting at your door in 2 days.
Live streams are quickly growing as well, a feature unique to YouTube compared to other streaming giants. Kids content is another popular category on the platform. Channels for kids are some of the most watched, with tens of millions of subscribers. In 2015, YouTube launched a dedicated YouTube Kids app just for children's videos.
With Fundrise, real estate investing is simpler and smarter than ever before.
As platforms grow at massive scale, it's becoming increasingly challenging to manage the content being uploaded.
YouTube, like any social platform, has creators who are uploading questionable content.
Early on, YouTube faced a litany of lawsuits around copyright infringement. One of the most prominent cases was a multi-year $1 billion suit by Viacom. The companies eventually settled, paving the way for media companies and YouTube to work together.
The early days of YouTube, it was a haven for like copyright materials. I mean, you saw there were movies, TV shows, anything was sort of up there, and then movie studios, music studios came after creators. But ultimately, you saw them start to realize that this was a viable platform, and there was almost kind of a unholy peace that was struck.
One of the important things that happened over the life cycle of YouTube was the introduction of what we call Content ID, but it's basically a back-end technology that allows rights holders to track and understand what content is being posted of theirs on.
Yeah, YouTube tighten up though. On as far as like all the controversial content, YouTube is tightening up. Like, you know, y'all can look up videos, but there's certain words that's banned. Like I said, like you can make money on YouTube still if you know how to talk, right? Because YouTube has one of the most intelligent artificial robots, right? Like if you even cut on this video, anytime, well, if you cut on the closed captions for this video, anytime I would have said a cuss word, it would have blanked it out, right? It picks up on curse words. It picks up if you using a lot of bad language, and you can't use a lot of bad language like within the first 30 seconds of your YouTube video. You won't be able to monetize it. There's a lot of things you gotta know, you know, to work within the ad guidelines of YouTube, you know, but you can make good money on YouTube, right? And this can be a platform which you can go to, you can express yourself, you can build an audience, right? If you just know how to follow within the guidelines, right? And understand that this is a partnership, right? This is a partnership. You using their platform, right? You need their platform for the AdSense revenue, for the viewers, for, you know what I'm saying, just the audience, the freedom that it gives you, right? And they need you to follow these guidelines because they getting billions, right? They getting billions, and some of these advertisers be like, you know what I'm saying, a little sensitive about certain things. So, you know what I'm saying, when you want the premium ads, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you can still be yourself. You don't gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, put yourself in a box. You just gotta know how to communicate. It's a way to communicate whatever you trying to say without, you know, using vulgar, like, offensive, cursing language. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know that about YouTube if y'all ever want to take it serious.
Content moderation has been another one of YouTube's biggest hurdles. Which posts to remove and which ones to keep has proven to be quite the challenge.
You've seen the rise of conspiracy theory videos and hate-filled videos, and YouTube has tried to respond quickly to those.
They made a number of policy changes in 2019 that included banning certain videos that would pronounce any one group superior to another, but these policy changes came after horrible backlash.
Recently, the debate around repealing Section 230 has intensified, a statute that protects social networks from the content users post.
It's time to come up with a new legal structure that doesn't necessarily strip away some of the all of the benefits of Section 230, but replaces it with something that's more appropriate for where we are now.
Are you acting as the purveyor of truth? Are you a media company, or are you a technology platform? And to this point, the company has largely tried to defend itself, saying that it is just a technology platform.
Misinformation has been another hurdle for YouTube. Increasingly, people are turning to platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for news, and content there isn't always accurate.
They've moved pretty swiftly on some of the false medical claims, immediately put up policies that would ban false medical claims on YouTube. But famously, they still weren't able to catch some false information.
Yeah, they was I feel like with that, you know what I'm saying, that's up to opinion for real, like whether something is a conspiracy or not. Because a lot of the so-called conspiracy theories, like they videos, they turn out to be true. So, you know, I understand like them not wanting to put out too much information at a fast rate, you know, when it's talking about alternative shit like conspiracy beliefs, or, you know, definitely when it was about the Rona. You know, there's a lot of stuff going around. But at the same time, like, it suppress the truth when you do that. You know, it suppress certain truths when you ban conspiracy video. I think you should allow people the freedom of speech, right? And just maybe not monetize it, right? That's what they was probably, I think that's what they mean by banning. Because a lot of my videos, which I was talking about, my theories, they aren't monetized. Like, they don't monetize, but they still up. So I do understand what they're saying about the whole conspiracy, like YouTube banning that starting 2019, because they banned my boy Young Pharaoh, his whole page. Like, I don't know if y'all up on Young Pharaoh, but his whole page, he talk about like knowledge, like real, higher perspective knowledge, right? But his delivery, is like a conspiracy theorist, and he don't have no filter, right? He'd cuss, he'd say all type of shit, right? And YouTube has demonetized him. But I still feel like it's a way to get your message across without doing all of that. But I do feel like YouTube is going to have to suppress certain, like, it's just the way you do it. It's the way you finesse it, because they got advertisers they gotta please. You got an audience that you gotta please, and it's a way you gotta speak to maneuver through all of this. So let's keep watching.
From going viral like Plandemic, which had a lot of false information about the COVID-19 virus, and it says that it's preparing policies for the COVID-19 vaccine. So it's already preparing to, remove misinformation that goes against expertise.
As YouTube has attempted to keep inappropriate content off its site, challenges have emerged with those who review graphic videos that aren't caught by its AI.
The hope from all of these social network companies is that they can rely on this technology to do the jobs that, humans don't want to do, ideally. But the companies even still haven't been able to do that yet.
YouTube is dealing with lawsuits from contractors who are exposed to disturbing content. Facebook is also dealing with similar lawsuits.
Just in training alone, they were subjected to a lot of violent videos.
At the end of the day, we're an information company. We have the access to Google, some of the algorithms there. We have the resources to deploy. We've committed to last year we committed to having over 10,000 people who are working on controversial content.
Anybody who uploads a video is at the mercy and service of YouTube. They have the right to terminate channels as they see fit, to suspend channels as they see fit. And I think we've seen YouTube respond very quickly in a lot of ways to some of these controversies. And I think more quickly than any other social platforms out there.
On top of the controversies and lawsuits, YouTube faces ever-growing competition. Social media giants like Facebook, TikTok, and Snap, as well as streamers like Netflix, Amazon, and Disney Plus, are all vying for people's attention. YouTube has a clear advantage to its competitors on mobile, where it dominates 70% of the total time spent watching the top 5 entertainment apps.
You think about all the money that gets spent on, whether it's Netflix or Disney Plus, and how many billions of dollars are spent to create that content. They don't spend anything at YouTube to create all of this content. Their biggest challenge is just keeping the servers and making the interface and discovery as good as possible.
YouTube isn't so much trying to compete in the premium content category, which Netflix, Disney, and HBO own.
This is who YouTube is. YouTube means free content. It doesn't mean premium paid for content. That's Netflix's world. That's Amazon Prime's world.
YouTube potentially faces its greatest threat from TikTok, an app that has taken the world by storm, and is featuring short-form content not all that different from what was seen in YouTube's early days.
TikTok's blowing
up. You think
up.
about what TikTok is today, it's music, sort of karaoke, comedy, dance, performance. A lot of the things that you saw early on when you think about YouTube, this is really the first thing I've seen that even has a shot at replicating the YouTube model. Nothing else is even close.
YouTube has rolled out
But do you get paid from TikTok? Like, is they getting money? You know what I'm saying? I know, like, you can release a song on TikTok, and if your song get played on the videos, you get money. So maybe you get paid on TikTok. I don't know. I ain't big on TikTok. I don't even got a TikTok profile.
Shorts, a short-form video app with features similar to TikTok.
Shorts is basically part of a larger effort to just simply make it.
They talking about YouTube Shorts. This is why I was telling y'all, all of those 15-second Instagram videos, all of the little Instagram videos y'all upload, put them on YouTube now. They want you to do it. They trying to compete with TikTok. And they trying to compete with TikTok so much that they will promote your shit. They will literally promote your short video. If it's 15 seconds, 10 seconds, however long it is, they will promote it, And I've been trying to preach that to y'all, so y'all can, run it up on YouTube and get monetized quicker, get more subscribers, get more eyes on your channel. So, yeah, man. But that's the video, man. That's how YouTube became an internet giant. They blowing up, man. I don't think TikTok gonna ever overthrow YouTube. TikTok is an app. You know, I mean, it looked like they had a little website, but TikTok is an app. YouTube is a whole platform, right? It's a whole business, bro. There's billions of dollars behind this. So TikTok could never overthrow YouTube. YouTube, the second biggest website in the world. Stop playing with me. It's your boy Yon World. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. That's my video for today. I'm out. Peace.